Let's try that. Ah, fixed it. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just had to go live. Come on now. This is what we do, right? This is what we do. You hit a milestone and you gotta go live and tell everybody that you love them and appreciate them. And I'm hoping. There we go. I'm making sure I'm closing things out. Yeah, I had to fix my microphone. I don't know why. I didn't change anything, but happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Happy inauguration day, and happy 1,000 subscribers. It has been a long road, but we made it. We made it. I just never think it would happen. Honestly, I'm so stoked. I can't even explain how stoked I am. Just got off work, had to run up to the store, didn't even do my nails, like ignore them. Had to run up to the store because we're about to get that winter storm and get kitty litter so that if my porch freezes over, we don't break our necks. Jay, thank you. That is so kind of you to say. What's up, David? What's up, Bridget? What's up, Velislav? I know I'm saying it wrong. What's up, Ida? Thank you guys for being here. I'm not going to do a whole long spiel. I just wanted to come on here and tell everybody thank you. I think that my beats stopped. Hold on. Oh, it's a loop. Oh well. I don't have my headphones on, so I don't know what's going on. Let's try this for a second. I didn't really want to have my headphones on, but it feels really weird not to, because then I feel like I'm just talking into the universe. What's up, TD? How's it going? This one's kind of like a... I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, I'm just hanging out. What's up, Annette? Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. I am so stoked. You guys know how much this means to me. It means the world. I've been working at this for a long time. Doing my best to bring stuff and get organic growth, right? Organic growth. So what that's meant, what that's worth. It's not knocking anybody else. It's just how I wanted to do things, and I'm so excited. What's up, Casey? What's up, Wallflower? Thank you guys for being here. I don't have any plans. I don't have any, like, I had no intentions, and I asked Bailey, I was like, should I go live? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So here I am. And I mean, I'm sure that now that I hit 1,000, I'm going to have, like, all the bells and whistles. I'm just kidding. There's no bells and whistles. I'm not even monetized because I haven't hit my, my watch time goals. So I'm not even close. I think I have to, I don't even know how far off I am. I'm pretty far off, but we'll see. I'm so stoked. Nadine, thank you so much. You guys, I appreciate all of you for being here. I just was super excited, and like, who would I be if I didn't just go live and be like, yes. And I thought I could sit here and just shoot the breeze with you guys and hang out for a little bit if you guys feel like it. If not, it's not a problem. We can do a short thing. Not a big deal. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you for being here, you guys. I appreciate all of y'all. Like I said, I just kind of got off work, was running around with Bailey, getting last minute stuff before it gets so cold that I refuse to come out of my hidey hole, aka my house. Now that I've blocked it in with drapes, super proud of that. I don't think I'll ever come out again. Thank you, David. I appreciate you. You guys, thank you for being here. Honestly, I have literally no direction. I just wanted to come hang out and say hi and just kind of see how everybody's doing and what you guys are up to. I know most of you, I talk to you on a regular basis here, there, or elsewhere, wherever. But I mean, what do? Just come in here, we're like, thank you, which is what I'm doing. Thank you. Thank you. It's all of you guys that make it happen. And you know what? I'm always been, I guess anyone that's followed me for a while knows that I am all about celebrating all of the little wins and all of the goals and every milestone that you can get, because once you get a lot bigger, you miss some of these little milestones and it's no longer a thing. 1,000 is a drop in the bucket to some people, but for me, it's been a long time coming. It's been hard work, and I'm super proud. Morning Masterpiece, thank you so much. Appreciate you. -12 here. Ew. 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 You guys, I moved to Texas. Like, I am from Ohio, Kansas City. I just came gradually south, and I don't like the cold. I don't like the cold. Should I put the chat on screen, you guys? It's up to you. It's up to you. Right now, it's 37 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's 37 Fahrenheit, but it's supposed to be under, like, in the 20s, which for us here, we're not built for it. Like, our housing and our pipes and all that stuff are not built for it, so things break. Electricity goes out. It causes issues. People lose power, and then they use, like, their generators, and they set their houses on fire. It's a whole thing. And it has nothing to do with the fact that we shouldn't. People like to be like, well, it's colder here. I get that. It's just, you know, it's like if you move to Hawaii and then there's no beach, you're like, isn't that the whole point of being in Hawaii? It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like, that's the whole purpose, is for the weather and the views and all that fun stuff. Not, you know. Kitty, thank you for being here, hon. No, I do not want to come back to Kansas, and then I'm trying to get you to go here. What's up, Truth? 1K, right? I made it. Made it. Made it. Truth, always supporting me. Appreciate you always, always, always. And he is literally the first person I told, and second was my mom. So I told him, I was so excited. What's up, Nina? Thank you for being here. Thank you, Ben T. You guys are awesome. Like I said, I have no direction or intention today. I just was super excited. And of course, I do what we do best, and that is to just go live and tell you guys that I'm excited and say thank you. I wanted to give a personalized thank you to each and every one of you for all the support you've shown me and given me, and you continue to show up. And that's how I got here. Kitty Twister, thank you for being here. So Mother Nature. Yeah, someone forgot to turn the heat on you. Every time I post content about being cold, Cliff contacts me. He's like, I like it cold. I'm like, then keep it. Like, send the heat here and I'll send the cold there. That's how that works. And by the way, they named the cold. Did you know they did that? I didn't know they did that. Apparently they named the cold, and it's named Enzo, I think. I guess. Anyway. So yeah. Who knew? Who knew? You can hear me. This is the thing. I like it down here. I like it being decently hot. I don't like cold weather. It's just not my thing. And they're always like, what does my mom always say? You can always put more clothes on, but you can't take more off. I'm like, try me. Try me. Because when you're fluffy, it's hard to put on 18 layers, right? Because it's not like you're a swizzle stick and then you're just adding layers. You already have layers, and then you have to add more layers, and then you end up looking like a marshmallow. It's crazy. Crazy pants. Crazy pants. How are you guys doing? How are you doing on this Monday? It's already a crazy week. Thank you, David. You guys, and by the way, you guys don't need to donate. You don't need to send anything. It's not a requirement ever. I've made it a point of pride to avoid that at all costs if I can. If you want to, you can feel free. I'm not going to complain. I mean, I'm a realist here. Just saying. Yeah, I'm sure upstate New York is wild. Thank you, Clara. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping in, even though you can't stay. It matters. You took a moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I put my sparkles on because, you know, yeah. you know, to do my thing. There's a lot going on this week, y'all. There's been a lot going on the last 2 weeks. Yes, Truth is in here somewhere. He's lurking somewhere, as he does. He tends to pop in and out. I think he squirrels and gets distracted. He's a busy guy. A lot of everybody here is busy. Some of us consumers are less busy than some of the creators, and some of the creators, when you get into a creation mode, sometimes you just don't want to flip and consume content. You're like sick of content, right? But yeah, I'm drinking my energy shot. My phone keeps going off. Oh, it's my mom. Hi, Mom. Yeah, she's not in here, but hi, Mom. My nose is itching. I was not prepared for this. So, I had all these thoughts. Like when I hit 1K, I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to have all this special, like, and I didn't do anything. I forgot. I didn't even think about it. To be honest, I honestly never thought I'd get here. It felt like I would never get here. You know, I was at like 997, and shout out to Lee with Infinite Reactions, who realized that I was like 2 or 3 away. And so he pulled his alts and pushed me over the edge. So sincere shout out to him for making sure that I nailed that with his 18. No, I'm kidding. His 2 other addresses. Felix is here. He's been chilling in his new tower. He loves that thing. He was here poking around a minute ago. I shoot him away because I was trying to get stuff started. And you know, having cat like here was just not it. So, but yeah. Yeah. Felix, you're called and wanted. Oh, he's on this tower. Oh, yeah, he's on. Bailey said he's on his tower. So he loves that thing. Thankfully, he broke his last one in less than a month. Maybe this one will last because it's stockier. You guys have seen pictures I posted in Discord. Oh, he's coming? Oh, here he is. He made it. Ask and you shall receive. Here he is. Here's Felix. Here's my baby. Why don't you just come up here and do the whole thing for yourself? You can just do all this. I know what he wants. He wants these. Canada don't want Canada? That's funny. You know, I never realized how many people I know that live in Canada until I started like doing content and modding and stuff. There's a lot of good artists in Canada. There's a lot of really good people in Canada. There's a lot of weirdos too. Of course, there's a lot of weirdos in United States, all over the world, really. Why are you rolling your eyes at me, Truth? Yeah, he was summoned. Look at him. He's holding his treat. Do you see that? He'll put it in his paws. Look. He's catching it. What? Let's see if he'll do it again. Thank you, Lee. Thank you so much. I was just shouting you out and saying thank you so much for pushing me over the edge and hitting that 1,000. It means the world to me. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every person who, you know, helps me out or shows up or gives me time of day. But that, you know, you went above and beyond today. And I didn't even expect it, to be honest. So you surprised me and it meant the world. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just watching him eat the whole time. That's all I'm doing is watching him eat. I'm sure that's what you guys are doing too. Here, I'll just hang out over here. See? He's holding it. I'm what? Yeah, I need a cat cam. She says I need a cat. To do what? Not you. I'm talking to the chat. He usually swipes them and knocks them on the floor and then eats them. There is no stream elements. There is no exclamation point. There's none of that. I don't have that. I have it. The links are in the description, but I'm not asking for anybody to do anything. He's doing it again. I'm not asking for any donations or anything. Keep your money. Do something nice for you. Why are you mad at me? I swear. You gotta be all mad at me. Anyway. No, you don't have to do super chats. Block me then. Afangul. Bafangulo. Now, Lee, I know people that watch your content. I watch it sometimes when I get time. I don't always say anything. I lurk more than anything, or I'll pop in. But I honestly appreciate what you do. I've watched you grow over the last couple of years, and I'm really happy that you have good content. You've hit some great milestones too. I'm super proud of you. Truth was gonna get a shout out, but he's blocking me, so I guess he can't hear it anyway. 20. There's 20. See, I can't. There's no total. I don't know how many people are in the chat, which is kind of nice because then I don't stress about it and wonder, like, what's going on, if people are here and all that stuff. Like, why gotta be so cute? It's gonna show me up every time. I have beats playing in the background. I wanted to do something else. Your YouTube's biggest dickhead reactor. I don't know. If I did reactions, I'd probably be on par with that. Because I can't fix this. Thank you, Paige. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know what? I think, okay, so here's the thing, Wallflower. That is a really good idea, and I've actually considered it in the past, especially for stuff that might have to do with the channel, or like, I've already got I'm pretty much set, to be honest. I don't really need much. To be honest, what would end up on there is like stuff for my house or my kid. But anyway, it's a good idea. I just always had this weird thing about people who, I can't remember, it was like a week or two ago, and I saw somebody that was going live, and they're like, go buy my stuff on my wish list, go make my kids Christmas. And I'm like, I don't know, it just strikes me weird to be. I'd also have a lot of books. There'd be a lot of dirty books on there, like paperback copies, so I could actually have them on my shelves, because I have ones that I love that I want to. It takes some cash to buy those. Thank you, Lisa Marie. Appreciate you. Yeah, over 100. Yeah. Give me a month. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you guys. I do. And you know what? It means a lot. I know that I haven't done as much as I used to do. I haven't done as much as I used to do. Thank you, Kitty. You did not have to do that. I saw a Cashapp. Did you hear that bing? That was you. My phone just told me. It just, I want to say I haven't tried, but I've not done as many like interviews, and I do live streams, and I try to cut things up and put them on the channel. I do shorts and stuff. I get disheartened a little bit when I don't get much traction on some of the content. My last one, actually, last two did pretty well. YouTube picked up the old lady one like 5 days after it posted, and the TikTok one did okay. I did get some pushback on that. I'm sure that people missed the point completely. You know, just is what it is. And so yeah, I could do more. I've got so much planned and in the works. I've got an OG podcast coming, which is going to be the OGs, which would be Truth, Skulls, and Nick, for sure. And so I also have the competition I've got to plan, which I have to plan all of that. I gotta pull up beats. I gotta make the rules. I gotta set it up. I have to herd the cats, aka the judges, and get them all on the same date. I have to do all that stuff, and it's tedious. And I always find a reason that I'm like, okay, well, I'll work on that at the such and such date, and then something comes up. Lately, I have been really big on saying, look, I can't wait around for other people to do what they're gonna do. I need to do what I'm gonna do, and if I can work them both, I'll do that. Oh, kitty, that sucks. I don't have that problem ever. Sorry, not sorry. Super happy about it. Just saying. It's never a thing for me. But I've done some, like what, that one video with the Wi-Fi where I kind of reacted to it. It was just to prove my point. It wasn't really a reaction as much as it was just to kind of solidify my point, was the point. It's not something I really want to lean into. I mean, I've been around enough that I know how I could hit the watch time in the algorithm. But do I want to? Not really. Does that make sense? I don't know if that seems like really elitist or snotty of me. Like, I kind of want to do what I want to do, and I want people to like it. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do, and you're going to like it. You're going to like it. Whether you like it or not. You're just going to like it. I don't know. Are you done? You still left a couple. He's full. But anyway, I don't know. I know 2025, I was planning on doing a whole bunch of stuff. I have some trips planned. I have 2 trips planned so far this year. Traveling. I'm going to be traveling and meeting up with people from the tubes of you, my friends. I'm going to be meeting up with them. And content-wise, I don't have any guaranteed, like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post this many times a week. I'm gonna do this exact type of content. Does that make sense? Like, I'm trying to still suss out the direction I want to go. If that makes sense. I don't know. Why is my hair being weird? Hold on. There. Ew. That. Now I know why people put their headphones on top of their hair, because otherwise your hair's like... Oh, you remembered your food. But no, I just wanted to come on here and just tell everybody thank you. It means a lot. It started out, if you guys don't know how this started out, it started out in my garage on my laptop. Me and Skulls just went live where we were like, oops. And there it was. And the point was to kind of get behind the scenes and talk to content creators. So have like normal conversation to kind of get to know them on a level that doesn't put anyone on a pedestal, where they can be comfortable and I was comfortable, and then the, you know, the chat could feel like they were a part of the conversation. And Skulls was my co-host for about 6 months, and we did a lot. We did a lot of interviews, and it was a lot for him to show up every time he was doing his music. He's doing all of his... Why are you sniffing my keyboard, weirdo? But anyway, so we were doing all of that, and then he kind of backed out of that whole thing because he was just focused on his real life and his work and his music, and that was perfectly fine. He's like, you're good, you got this. And it was audio only. There was no camera. I was terrified of being on camera. I have some seriously deep PTSD crap about being on camera all the time. Annette can tell you, she can verify, she knows. I was always on camera being recorded, and I hated it. Because it wasn't my choice, but I knew eventually I was going to try to get myself like past that, I guess. One of the things that is near and dear to my heart is I always have wanted to voice kind of my story and to let people know, especially victims of domestic violence, people that are in situations that are not good, whether they're male or female, does not matter. It can happen to everybody. That it's okay if you're not ready to leave yet. It's okay because you're valid, your opinions matter, and just reaching out, trying to get information and see, that whole, am I crazy? Because people that are in these situations are gaslit and they're led astray and isolated and doing all of these things. And, it takes a lot to get out of some of these situations when your entire life is based around these relationships. And it's devastating and it's not easy. And as much as I absolutely hands down believe in tough love, I absolutely believe in supporting people and letting them know that when they're ready, there's all these people out here that are wanting to help them. And completely isolating somebody who just isn't at that point yet is just not the right move. They have to know somebody will be there, I think there's nothing worse than being in a bad situation, feeling like you're trapped, and then when you do reach out, people say, well, you're not doing this at the pace that I expect you to, and so I'm out. You know what I mean? It's a lot. What's up, Chill Rock? Thank you. Nico, thank you. I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. But a long story short is that I've always wanted to be an advocate to let people know that it's okay and that you are valid and you matter and that you deserve better. And if anyone tells you that you don't deserve the best, then run. Just run. You deserve people in your life that will support you. And I'm not saying support your bad decisions. That's what I'm saying. If you're making bad decisions, people shouldn't have to support that. But if you're willing to talk about it or say, hey, I think something's not quite right, knowing that there's people out there that will listen, who have been there and done that and have gotten past that, is a huge deal. So one of the major parts of that was for me to get comfortable on camera, which leaps and bounds, y'all. Like, do you remember when it was first on camera? Leaps and bounds. And so it's taken years of building up my collection and my stuff, taking some away, putting some back. I still have my flag. You can barely see it, but it's right there. It's always in the screen somewhere. My location, getting my home life figured out and my health better. It's just working on me, on camera over the course of the last couple of years. You guys have seen it. If you've been here that long, you've seen it change. And going from doing 2 to 3 to 4 interviews a week to completely kind of backing off because I needed to reset, which is where I'm at now. I do work full time. I am a single mom. I do have obligations and life be lifing. And I do help other people. I do voluntarily help other people. I do also get paid to help other people. My people take care of me. They make sure that if I ever need anything, they've got me. So I couldn't ask for better peers and supporters and all of the things. I will never forget the first time I went to Vegas and I did a live stream and people just showed so much support to make sure that I had a good time, which was, I just didn't know how I was going to pull off that trip. And honestly, that was awesome. But then I felt like this big. I felt horrible because I'm like, why am I going if I can't cover the cost? Why am I asking anyone else? I feel guilty. So I've never done that again, ever. I'm going again in April. I am right now. I am trying to finance my tickets. So I'm working on that on my end, not talking to you guys. I'm just saying as a general statement, I'm working on that, working on myself. I adore the trips where we go. It's usually me and Truth and Nick and whoever else decides to come. As long as you don't ruin my vacation. If you're going to ruin my vacation, then please don't come. If you don't like me, don't come, because it's my vacation, okay? And I will be mean in person. Super mean. I really am. I can be. But we have lots and lots of fun. So when we do the OG podcast, we're going to talk about that more. And you guys are welcome to come if you want to plan your trip to coincide with ours. You know. See, I told you, True Slurkin. Look at that. Oh, I don't have this chat screen. Do you like my thumbnail? I threw that together in like 3 minutes. Stream from the concert. Wildflower, are you which concert do you mean? Are you talking about this one? That one that I went to? Where nobody could hear anything? Or the Atlas one? Or was that Truth? I don't know. I almost wish, not really, but I almost wish that I had done this on like a restream so I could pull people up. But on the flip side, I don't plan on being here for a long time today. I literally have nothing else to say but thank you. That was the entire point, is to say thank you to every single person who has taken time out of their day to support me, to show up, to watch or like or comment, to, you know, encourage, to support me in any way, shape, or form, including subscribers and peers and members. Shout out to the members. You see them with the hearts next to their name. They're awesome. I love you. It is super flattering. But you guys do that. You don't have to, but you know, I appreciate it. It matters to me. Oh, so that concert. Okay. The first, so you mean the Falling in Reverse and Papa Roach and Hollywood Undead? That was a fire concert. And unfortunately, my phone was ghetto, and like, it just was like the whole time. You couldn't hear anything, and I felt horrible. True Casey. I always talk about Truth because he's one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. So I always will talk about him, and usually it's not flattering. I'm just kidding. I have a loose... See, I knew it. It was driving me crazy. See, and now I feel silly because I've already come on here. I've already said thank you. I've already kind of went through some of my backstory, and I can't think of anything else. What do people do at this point? What is it? Sparkles on me? Like, what is that? I do. Look. I have sparkles. Thank you, Papa. Thank you. And shout out to you for always being there and willing to help me help others. I don't know if you guys know this, but anytime that I'm in a pinch and I need someone to back me up moderating someone else's channel, Papa always steps up for me, and now has become indispensable on multiple channels and always shows up. And even when I just can't, or I'm doing something else, he will stick around no matter what mood he's in, with no complaints ever. That man never complains ever. And I just can't thank him enough for just being a really great, amazing person. Truly. I truly appreciate you, Papa. God's honest truth. Yeah. It is I'm telling you, it's my middle finger. Look, see? Don't look at my nails. They look horrible. I didn't I didn't do them because I didn't expect to go live. I didn't expect to hit 1,000. You guys hit 1,000. I think I'm like at 101 right now. 1,001, 101. But anyway, that's what I was saying way back whenever I started. I'm really, really, really big on celebrating all the milestones, because here's the thing. When we wait for certain milestones, we miss out on extra celebration. So, how do I put this? Like, I had a long stretch in my life where I never got a gift. I never got a party. I didn't get a happy birthday, anniversary, Valentine's, Christmas, anything. It was, if you need something, you'll buy it yourself. And there was always a reason that I didn't deserve or whatever. So for the longest time, I felt completely unappreciated. So I learned to appreciate myself. So I'm all for cool stuff and huzzahs for the most minor stuff. The most minor things in the whole wide world. So, you know, you had your 4th bowel movement of the day. Huzzah. I'm not going to put a whole celebration on for it, but congrats. If that's what you want to be happy about, be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? 100 subscribers, 101, 148, 512. Like, whatever makes you happy, right? Whatever makes you happy. You got your first member, or your first 10, or you got views, or you put out 15 videos, or you just felt like it, or you got a #1 in Fortnite. Just celebrate all the things, you know, all these milestones, because people are like, oh, don't pay attention to the numbers. And I agree. Like, don't stress about the numbers. But when you do hit some of these fun little, you know, the things, ticks on the ruler, okay, right? Like when you hit, anyway, when you hit these places in your life or in your content, let's specifically say content, when you hit these milestones, you should celebrate them, and you should be appreciative of everybody who's got you where you are, and you should celebrate what you've accomplished, because you're still here, you're still working on it, you're still doing your best, and you're still putting your all into it. So you deserve it. You deserve all the things. You got a paycheck. Huzzah. You paid your bills off. Huzzah. You paid off a debt you didn't think you would. Cool. Filed your taxes early. Awesome. Celebrate. I mean, Annette, you poor thing. You were there. See, Lee, that's what I'm saying. Because, to be honest, 1 subscriber means something different to someone with 500 subscribers than it means to someone with 300,000. Because chances are you don't even notice when you get 1 more, right? And it's not because you don't care. It's just how it is. It's just what happens. So when you're at this size that I'm at, you get to really dig in and appreciate all of those little things. You get to watch your numbers go up one by one. And then some people would back off, and I'd be like 995, and then I was like 994, and I'm like, ah! And it was like 996, and then 993, and I was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's not easy. It's stressful because you want it so bad, because you want to like succeed and do all the things. Thank you, Muse. I appreciate you. I know who Riker Road is. I know who Crypt is. I do not watch content for the most part. Yes, exactly, Lee. It's super personal. And I have had the conversation. I told Skulls back in the day. He's like, I want to respond to every single comment. And like, you can't always do that. And he's like, I'm going to do it. I'm like, be real and realistic and understand that that's at some point that is not feasible. You just cannot make that happen. Cliff was the same way. He still tries to a point, but then he has to just stop, because you know, people are thirsting over his girlfriend, or they're hating on him for reacting to Tom, or you know, they're just being nasty. You're white, therefore you don't matter type. Like, he gets the wildest comments, and that's why I don't read his comments either, because I have access to them. Sometimes my phone will alert me with his comments, and I'm like, okay, you know, since I'm an editor on his channel, so I get that in my studio. I thankfully don't have truth comments. I'm sure that he gets some wild ones, you know. I mean, Kitty, yeah, I guess she is if you're into that, which I'm not. She doesn't have the equipment. Just saying. Just saying. Lee, okay, so here's a fun fact. I don't know if you guys know this. If anybody doesn't watch my content consistently, you probably might not. I don't know. I don't know how much you guys know about me. I love helping content creators. Sometimes it comes in the form of my very unsolicited opinion. Sometimes it comes in the form of creating a video, and one was requested actually, where I give some insight into what I have learned participating in communities and trying to keep up with the pulse of what's going on in the communities that we are in our purview. Yes. So sharing that knowledge, helping people out, giving them some insights, giving them hints, giving them suggestions, things when they ask, you know, sometimes when they don't. My favorite thing though is I absolutely adore, and this doesn't happen as much anymore because I don't reach out as much. I used to reach out to smaller content creators and say, hey, I just thought did you want some feedback? Oh, of course I want feedback. Everyone wants feedback until they get it. And they're like, well, you have like 600 subscribers. Who are you? And I'm like, you're going down a rabbit hole, tapping into a very specific fan base for the sole intent and purpose of growing your subscriber count and your view count, which has a cap and kind of sticks you in a rabbit hole where you're not going to be able to get out of it. And who am I? Okay, take care. You know, I've had that happen. Not often, because I don't really put myself out there like that too much. I try not to give unsolicited. I tried, and then I got just snobbed at a little bit. And I'm like, okay, well, sounds like you don't want my help. By the way, they're still at like 2,300 subscribers. 8 months later. Just saying. Was that petty? Yes. It's petty. Petty as hell. You know, certain types of behavior can only get you so far. Papa, you and your outdoor stuff. I'm like, I need to go through your catalog. I do. And watch all your videos just because. Just because. They're yours. That's it. There's no other reason I need to. I don't need to know how to string a bow. I don't want to watch trail cams and stuff, but I will for you. For you, I'll do that. I mean, yeah, yay. I wish I had one of those phones or one of those cameras where you're like, and there goes fireworks. That would be cool. Oh, as Swoop would say, I am an alumni of Petty University. Petty is one of my languages that I am fluent in. Papa knows. He gets my messages behind the scenes when things are happening. I'm like, so does Bridget. But no, I don't know the direction. Like the immediate direction that I'm going. I ask constantly for feedback from people on what they want to see or do. And Wallflower sends me links, but sometimes I just can't She sends them to me on days that I'm not planning on doing anything, kind of. So it just works out that way. I save them all. But people don't give me feedback that often. I do like Swoop. She does tend to lean certain ways, which she does it in a way that's not like irritating, so I love it. And her hair is wild. And the fact that she's an artist, if nobody knew that, she is an artist as well. I would love to mimic all of her content and do as well as she does, and take all of her gimmicks and all of her the cesspool. I'd love to do all of that stuff. I am here for that. I just love that you guys know who that is, because like the hair is wild. And I am super jealous. Like if I could make my hair any of the colors you see standing out behind me, I would. If it would stick. But so, like I said, I can sit here and ramble and waste y'all's time. Or let you guys get on with your evening. It's up to you. What do you want to do? I know most of you are going to say, oh, well, if you're here, I'm here. And I appreciate that. But on the flip side, I don't necessarily know what else. I had no purpose. Like I had nothing to say. I didn't know what I was going to say. I just was like, I need to go live. I'm so excited. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I want to talk about. I don't know what I want to talk about. Like, I don't have any, that's what I'm saying. I have no direction or no intention of like, okay, I want to talk about this, this, and this, and I have some videos lined up. I don't have any of that. I really don't. So I can do whatever, or I can let you guys get on with your day. I know there's 1,050,000 people live right now because of the inauguration. Cat on a 2-week cruise. Well, free. By the way, I hate boats. I'm terrified of falling in the water and like disappearing off the planet. Would that be off the planet if you're in the water? Because no, eventually you'd hit the bottom. You would sink. But what if you don't? What if at the very bottom of the ocean you just float? So technically you never hit the bottom. There is no bottom because you can't get there because it has no gravity. And don't tell me that's not how it works, because how do you know? Have you been there? You don't know. By the way, anybody see Ray ranting earlier? That was epic. That was great. I was like, I want to jump on and rant with Ray. I have so much to talk about when it comes to politics, but I wasn't planning on doing it. That's why I didn't go live. But I'm live. But I didn't want to do it. I'm not doing it for politics' sake. I had so many opinions. I had all the things to say, and yeah. I didn't. I'm like, nope. Nick! Thank you. I hope you're doing well in the California heat. Too soon. I saw that you were live last night. By the way, your thumbnail with the squirrel was epic and cute. I loved it. And I actually popped in while you guys were playing. You had a voice changer on, and you sounded just like the guy from the murder trivia party. And it was slashing people with like knives, and the yellow guy got taken out. That's when I was there. I was in the live stream, but I didn't say anything because I was tired. It was the middle of the night. I woke up and I was like, But thank you, Nick. I truly appreciate it. And we're going to schedule that OG podcast soon. It's got to be soon, because otherwise I'll just procrastinate. Because why schedule it when I don't have to? Okay, so if you get eaten by a shark on the way down, you still didn't hit the ocean. You didn't hit the bottom, right? I don't know. There's just something about, yeah, it would suck if you hit the ocean, you just like float off and disappear off, whatever. If you fall off of a tank or from the air, you hit the ground. You might go splat, but you're still there. I don't know. No problem, Nick. Absolutely. I'll text you later. Probably not today. I'll probably text you this week and let you know and try and get that coordinated. Make it happen. I know that with this winter storm coming, I know that Skulls is holed up. He's in New York right now, I think. And I am in for until like Thursday. I'm not going anywhere. I have nowhere I need to be. I have nowhere I need to go. Just gonna stay warm. Nick, that is so kind of you. Thank you so much. It means a lot coming from you. Just you've been there since the beginning. You were there before all of this. And you've been my friend this whole time. And I just can't thank you enough. Same goes for all the people that they know who I'm talking about. The OGs, they know. They were friends prior to me even starting a channel. They've always supported me. They've always showed up every time I've asked. Every single time. Even if I don't show up for them every single time. Because, you know, I go to bed a lot earlier than they do. But sincerely, it means the world coming from some people that I truly respect. I don't know what to say. I'm like, gushy. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm not. But we're going to have fun this year. True, Casey, I agree. Like, it's not going to matter. But still, I don't know, it freaks me out. Boats freak me out. Trying to keep your balance and stuff. I have a heavy, like my center of gravity is like wobbly. I don't like trying to keep my balance on a dock. I get freaked out. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I should put like fish on the screen. I could do all the things. I told you I did not prepare. I just went live. I literally was like, Bailey, we got home from the store. I got the kitty litter because there's no rock salt right now. I found non-clumping. Learned my lesson last year. Don't use clumping kitty litter. Or was, you know, that was last year, yeah, because I had Felix and he was a baby kitty. That stuff sucks. On ice and wet. It's the worst. It's just sludge. It's nasty. It gets everywhere. So I got non-clumping, right? And I got 2 bags of 20 pounds. I'm not going to put 40 pounds of kitty litter on my porch, but it was the last 2 bags and I'm a petty bitch. And I was like, maybe I can resell it for like $5 a cup to my neighbors. Just, I wouldn't. But anyway, we got home and I literally checked my messages and then I was like, Bailey, should I go live? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. And I was like, bet. Here I am. That's how impromptu. And the cool thing is, I'm not going to lie, I love that OBS has made this new thing where they don't put, I can't see the count of how many people are here because it doesn't matter. Whether it's like 1, 2, 20, 800, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be just as awkward. They're not going to make me any less ratchet. I'm listening to the beat. Sand is better to put down prior. Kitty litter is for like if it ices over, it gives you the traction. So it's to go on top of the ice if the ice is over. I didn't get sand. I just didn't. And for $6 a bag, I mean, it wasn't going to kill me. Right? I don't want to die of a broken neck on my porch in Texas from an ice storm near the Gulf of America, y'all. I live by the Gulf of America. That's what it's called now. I'll have like, instead of a lemonade stand, I have a kitty litter stand. But they'd have to come off their porches to come get it. So that would kind of defeat the purpose. And I deleted Facebook, so I can't even post in the community and say, hey, you got 5 on it? Got your litter. Has anybody seen anything crazy happen since today? I did watch the inauguration. Huzzah for the United States of America. We're in a new era. Good, bad, or indifferent. Things are going to change. Things are different. Things are going to be happening. That's just how it goes. You know, I did find great pleasure in Kamala's seething face. She had fuck you written all over her face. She was like, the whole time. And then Hillary. I'm like, okay. Bill Clinton kind of looked like the entire time that he was like, holy shit, he just said that. That's how his face looked the whole time, where he's like, I don't know. It was interesting. I thought it was the best speech, pretty much. I think it was the best speech in recent history that I can think of. It was absolutely spot on. It is what it is. Good, bad, or indifferent, whether you love him or hate him. It's a new era. Period. So I made sure Bailey watched as well, so I could explain to her some of the things. I think that it's important that she understands kind of what's going on as she's getting into her teens. And so between now and 2029, she's going to learn all the things. And it's going to come up in class. It's going to come up on social media. So she needs to understand. And so I was pointing out people and explaining what some of the things that were being said meant. It was a great learning experience. And it's historical. Not hysterical. Historical. I did notice who was absent. I did notice that. Did you guys notice who was not there? I don't really care. Who cares? I mean, seriously. Does anybody really care if Michelle was there? She's looking really rough lately. Anyway. Really rough. Who else wasn't there? Michelle wasn't there. And who else showed up by himself? Oh my God, who was it? Someone else was very significantly not there. I can't remember who. Doesn't really matter. Still, I was shocked that Kamala showed up. I thought that she would just, I think that would have been such a big faux pas that she would never have gotten past it. Like that, because remember, everybody's been saying on social media, yes, I'm getting into politics. Oh well, get over it. On social media, people have been saying there's a whole list. Oh, so-and-so's not going to show up. Obama's not going to show up. Kamala's not going to show up. Hillary's not going to show, like all these people were not going to show up, and they showed up because here's the bottom line. Sore loser is a really bad look for anyone who wants to maintain their power in any way, shape, or form. You've got to be able to pull it off, that you still have some semblance of, I don't know, class. I mean, the ship sailed for Kamala on that one. Just saying. Yeah, I said it. There's no such thing. Her and class, like, don't go in the same sentence. But on the flip side, everyone else needs to, at least, there is a level of tradition, ceremony, and respect. And it's not just to the incoming president. It is to all of the people who are being honored by being part of the ceremony. And I was explaining to my daughter, I was like, all of these people, you're like, who the fuck is this person? And they're like, this is the undersecretary's cousin of the Department of Red Carpet Shenanigans. Like, and you're like, okay, the Honorable Bob. And you're like, oh, well, huzzah, Bob. And they get to all walk out. Those are them, those people in their respective fields, under their respective titles, they're getting honored in some way. They were chosen for this, okay? So it's not just, I don't like Trump, or I don't like Biden, I don't like whoever it is. It's more than that. And by not being there, you're disrespecting all of these other people where this is their shining moment, right? That choir came in. That's their shining moment. The tenor, my God. Oh, he was hitting them notes. He was hitting them with a hammer, but he was hitting them. Like, Carrie Underwood, like, hello, she saved that because the music didn't come on, so she did the whole damn thing a cappella. Like, it's about more. It's about ceremony, tradition, and honoring people. And to thumb your nose because you're mad and throwing a tantrum over one person, I understand the impact. I get it. But on the flip side, that's a level of absolute just disrespect that I didn't think, and I think I said that, I can't remember where I said it, whether it was a private conversation or in my Discord, where I said I don't think that it's going to go that route. I think that they're going to show. Okay? Because I felt like when it comes down to it, no matter how mad they are, that the tradition, ceremony, and the demand for them to fall in line based on their titles matters. And it does. Whether they like it or not, it just does. You can get me mad all you want. I tell my kid, you can go be mad in your room. But I am not knocking anyone for their preference. I am very clear on my preference. I don't ever say it. I don't have to. I think it's pretty obvious. I am all here for common sense. I'm here for, we need something to change. Something's gotta give. We've been going to hell in a handbasket, and I am done. I'm done with it. And people have spoken. So this is what we have, and this is where we're going, and this is the way we're moving forward. Do I think that every person in office that is in office now is the absolute most amazing? Nobody is. People are human. It's crazy how that works. Do I think that a politically slick shyster was the way to go? Absolutely not. We've had enough of those. Did I think something different needs to happen, even if they're abrasive? Yes, of course. Do I want to argue about it or bicker? Nah, hell no. I don't care that much. Like, I care enough that I would talk about it, but I don't have to explain my choices to anyone, and no one has to explain theirs to me. Unless it involves me and my children or my job. Do you have your opinions? It's cool. I also don't like the vitriol that comes off of people when they think that they don't like somebody. And then they're just like, they just shit talk. Now, of course, I do shit talk. Come on, it's Kamala. She just asks for it. Like, come on. Really? She asked for it. I'm sorry. I don't usually do that, but I am here for that one. That's why I don't get into politics, because I don't want to upset people or offend people. But here's okay. So it's less that I don't want to talk about politics and I don't want to upset or offend people, as much as I don't want people to know that I really don't care if they don't like what I say. I really don't want people to know that I truly feel how I feel. And if they don't like it, okay. Like, it's not going to ruin my day at all. And people don't like that. Ask TikTok. They tell me all the time. Wallflower, I agree. There is a definite spectrum of beliefs and thoughts, but I think one of the main ones is common sense. We all love it. We all appreciate it. We appreciate not being lied to. We appreciate people being sincere in their real selves. Common sense is the big one, though. There's behaviors that people pull off as content creators and as community members and peers and or friends, where I don't understand how people reconcile behavior. Like, how do you treat somebody some type of way and then think that it's okay? You know? but I can't seem to figure out. It is what it is, though. Everybody's different. I don't know why I'm on this tangent. Maybe because I'm just trying to fill the space. I didn't even finish my energy shot. I need to. But I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. And anybody that stops in later, anybody that stops in now, anybody that's around, people that jump in the Discord, people that see me around the tube's view and, you know, sends me DMs, comments on a short, comments on a video, watches it, clicks it, anything. I appreciate each and every one of you. It matters to me. And I know that I come off as someone that just doesn't give. I'm like, I have no tact. I'm very blunt. And I don't care. I do care. I really do. I care so much that I don't let myself waver, if that makes sense. Doesn't make, I don't know if even that makes sense. It makes sense to me. I try not to waver on my stance and the way I approach things because it matters to me to be consistent and to be honest, and no matter how much people don't like TikTok hates me. TikTok hates me. It's great. They especially did not like my post about how I was not happy about seeing all the whining and complaining. And it was gone for what, 13 hours at most? Like, Lee, that would be cool. I'm totally down to do that. Hands down. I am absolutely down to do a podcast with you. I just talk shit. It's kind of what I do. People have told me that was one of the things that actually pushed me off of doing interviews a little bit, is that people kept pushing back and being like, let them talk more, let them talk more. Even if they'd sit there and be like, and so I'd fill the space with, like, you know, I'd keep the conversation going. They're like, you should let them talk more. And I'm like, well, if they talk, I would. But they don't. So that kind of pushed me away a little bit, because I'm like, you know, it's my channel. I'm the host. Tell Joe Rogan not to talk. I'm kidding. I'm not even close. I'm not Joe Rogan at all, by any means. By any stretch of the imagination. I have too much hair. A lot of hair. No, but Lee, that's absolutely something I'd be down for. Yarn. If you want. We can get into all the spicy topics. I'd love to get in some spicy topics, but I tend to not do that when I'm by myself, because I'm looking for feedback from the chat as to kind of if people are fucking with what I'm saying, or if they're not, even if they agree with me, but if they are interested in the topic. And if I don't get an answer, then I just tend to leave it alone. So I don't know why my head's sideways today. That was great. I should save that one for a thumbnail. Anyway, I know everything's been going on. Everything's been happening. Brandon released a song. Tom released a song. Fix dropped a song. Freaking TikTok went crazy. Content creators threw funerals and tantrums and like meaningful, heartfelt RIP to my channel reels. Like, there were, my whole Instagram feed was flooded with them. Almost like, oh my god. I didn't do anything. That focus just went out. That was my brain unfocusing. And then we had the inauguration, of course, and the winter storm. A lot going on. Getting notifications. Oh, I'm getting notifications. I was like, is there anything I need to call out on the live stream? No, not really. Yeah, there's a lot of new music, which is great. Unfortunately, some of the new music is from people that don't get a lot of clicks, and that's sad because you know, unfortunately, the bigger you get as a channel, the more you have to play the YouTube game. Put your son and your sister at the front of the TikTok freakouts. Dude, I meant what I said when I said, and people have been twisting my words. It's so funny. They're like, kids are on TikTok because they want the truth. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Is that math ain't mathing to me? Is it mathing to you? Because those two things don't really go together. People are like, well, yeah, because, you know, they can feel free to be themselves. And I'm like, I don't think that's always a good thing, necessarily. Just saying. They got super mad. I see the chat, y'all. I see what it's saying. I'm ignoring it. And the reason is because that's the entire... I love all of my friends. I love all of my people. And I'm not trying to get into an intricate debate over anything at all. Because, frankly, I'm pretty set in my ways. And I have no interest in convincing other people of anything. Think what you want, believe what you want, you know, say what you want as long as you're not being a dick about it. And that's that. Run what by you? I know there's a delay. That's why you see me go quiet for a second. I'm letting it catch up a little bit. People were losing their ever-loving minds. Ever-loving minds. And what killed me was the content creators who are like, it's not right. And okay, no. What killed me, and I didn't really address it as much as I should have. I kind of did. It was you're going to take TikTok? Well, then I'm going over to the app for people in China. Make that make sense. You're all big on no censorship and freedom of speech and being able to post all kinds of wild content, right? Whatever your brain craps out, you want to post online. And you think going to another country's app that is specifically made for their country and censored as hell and regulated ridiculously to the point where people in that country get in literal trouble by their government for posting things that they're not supposed to, and you think we're gonna just flood over there without speaking the language? How entitled and egotistical is it for people to be like, well, I'm just gonna go over there and I'm gonna go, you're not taking TikTok, I'm going to the red app, I'm gonna make it over there. Are you insane? And who are you to push our lack of morals, lack of ethics that you see on TikTok? Don't get me wrong, you know I'm right. There's just no low that will not be reached, right? No low that people will not go to get TikTok famous. And push that onto another culture like we have any right. How entitled are we? Just to throw a tantrum? And it was what, for 12 hours? And they made all this content. Oh, look at me, look what I'm doing. Every single one of them that I saw do that, I unsubscribed. Every one of them. Because see how things suss out. Throwing a damn tantrum and making stupid choices. Out of here. That was just the wildest thing to me. You believe in freedom of speech, you believe in not having censorship, and you go straight. You want your privacy, you want people to stay out of your business, you don't want to be doxxed, you don't want all these things, and then you go specifically and say, well, I don't care because it's more important to me to be able to post my videos in a way that's easy on an app that you don't understand, that you can't translate, that you don't speak the language, the culture you do not understand, and you want to go over there and just shove your stuff in their face. That's a note from me. X meta TikTok. I post and ghost. I do that. I literally post and ghost. What's the big deal is that that there's TikTok and then there is this other, I think it's called, I don't know what it's called. There's two different apps. One is very specifically for their country. It is for their country. There's a reason that there's two different ones. There's a whole reason. This is for everybody and this is for China. It's specifically guarded and monitored, heavily monitored by their government. Heavily. I'm not saying that our data isn't getting out there. That's nothing. That's not even the argument at all. It's quite literally saying I'm going to take all of my shenanigans and put them on this app that I don't understand, in a language I don't understand, with people's culture that I don't understand. Half of the stuff on TikTok is offensive to other cultures. Offensive. Yeah, the red one, yeah. We're offensive. We're offensive people. You know, you can't put the level of, you know, sexuality and debauchery in most cultures out there. I'm not going to say I have any idea statistically exactly how many cultures are against it, but I know there's a lot. Yeah, they don't exactly. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what the name of it is. I just know they're like, the red app. Everybody's like, the red app. I'm going over there. And I'm like, nope, boop, I'm out. Boop, I'm out. That's my choice. I just feel like it is super entitled and absolutely offensive to sit there and say, because I can't access this app I want to access, I'm going to go over to your app. Okay, so let's put it in a different context. You guys ain't going to like this one. I mean, you guys will understand. But if you have one that is for specifically African Americans, you have a dating app that is for people. Let's say it's people of color, and that's what they call it. Let's say that's their app. And I say, well, I can't get on Bumble anymore. I've been locked out of Bumble. So I'm going to go on that app, and I'm going to say, accept me. Deal with it. That's literally what we're doing. It's just... Well, they're saying they weren't going back to TikTok. Good. Okay. Good. Because what? They don't want to be controlled? Censored? Not be able to post whatever they want? Sounds like hypocritical bullshit to me. They're literally going to an app that does all of those things and it does not give two shits or one fuck that they don't like it. What do you want to bet in their terms of service somewhere that is not translated properly, that they don't speak the language? What do you want to bet in there somewhere it says that you are able to be prosecuted by law? Do you want to go to a Chinese prison? Because I don't. Do you think we'd extradite? Of course not. You go over there for a, hey, come over here. You have a great fan base in China. Come over here. You get in the country. And you know what? You broke our moral code. You're done. Bye. What you gonna do? Nothing. I'm just saying. They were invited to that. Well, of course. I mean, it just makes no sense. I posted in my video, this chick was so excited to be on the news in China for saying some despicable, disgusting crap. You literally said this. And you're representing America. This is what Ugh. Ugh. I hate it. I'm just, ugh, it triggered me so bad. That whole situation of seeing all of the, I get they made their start on this app. The app was going away. They knew about it. It's been in the works for a while. Put your eggs in other baskets. Get ready. Use your skills. Build up your other platforms. Give your followers somewhere to find you. So if this does happen, they know where to go. Use those skills on another platform. Build that up before this stuff goes down. That's why you don't do everything in one. It's the easiest one for you to get hits on. Of course it is. It's the least, the entrant, the level of, to get entry and level, what is it called? Basically where the level you have to be at in order to like be able to hit the algorithm is way lower than anywhere else. That's why people like it. It doesn't take a following. It doesn't take you already having the algorithm. It doesn't take a previous video doing well. It doesn't take anything. It could be anything. And you just end up on someone's page and then you go viral. You could. The level of entry is so low. And that's why people love it, because their stuff gets seen easier. And that's great. And that's how a lot of people got their start, because of that same algorithm. And that's great. But does that mean that that's your be all end all? No, that doesn't make sense. That's not good business. And if they don't think that it's a business, then they're doing it wrong. You're making income, it's a business. And you should treat it that way, and you should handle it that way. And you should use a business mentality to maintain it so that it does not just disappear in an instant. You think that they don't have it as a business model? Of course they do. You don't think that they were not completely targeted and purposefully using clickbait and the volatile nature of the app shutting down and all of these people using them, like watching the content, who are going to be triggered by not being able to log into TikTok, the TikTok generation. We're all going to be mad and pissed off. And you don't think that they jumped on board as clickbait, joining the sweeping movement to do all of these things? Do you think they're going to stay off TikTok? They're not. It's clickbait. It is volatile content. It is rage bait. It is all of those things. And it boosts their engagement and it gets them more what they needed. It's that simple. Like, if people think that it's not, especially the big creators, everything's curated. And if you think it's not, then you're wrong. It's curated. Unless they are live in the moment. And half the time, some of that is curated as well. Just a bit. Do you think that this, where I'm at, is not curated? Do you think I didn't turn my lights on, make sure this was on, make sure that there was nothing like in the way, and do my hair a certain way, and get my makeup done? I should have done my nails, but I didn't. Like, it's curated. Because the point is, you don't want to look like a ratchet, crazy person. I mean, some people do. That's kind of their shtick, but that's cool. I just think it's wild to me to be all offended and then be a hypocrite and then be offended over things that you went and did anyway. You're mad you're being censored in the United States, so you go to an app that's going to censor you there because you don't understand any different, and it's easy clickbait, and it's rage bait, and it's engagement, and it's views, and it's people wanting to support you on all of your other business places, because now they want to make sure they can follow you because, you know, you're just as bad as they are. So they're going to go follow you in all these other places. Now they just boosted their subscriber and follower count on all these other apps. Come on now. Thank you so much, Lisa Marie. I really appreciate you. I do. I need to make dinner too. I don't know what I'm going to make. I haven't decided. It's either going to be chicken nuggets or I got sweet Italian style bratwurst. I'm going to cut it up and maybe put it with mac and cheese. I haven't decided. Appreciate you. I'm ranting, y'all. I'm just ranting. So it's not like I have anything super important I need to say. And I'm not going to stay down here. I'm about an hour and a half, which is more than I actually expected to. These are topics that I'm really irritated by, triggered by is a good way to put it. And I have a lot of opinions on them. I just keep them to myself for the most part. And if you have an example of curated content, look at my shorts regarding these specific topics. They're very vague. The tone is vague. They can be interpreted multiple different ways, which is fine, because I can't let that bother me, because they're gonna twist what I say anyway. One person's gonna be like, I don't know why you're against kids. What the fuck? I didn't say nothing about that. See, Wallflower, I agree. I like being on the sidelines, like, you know, kind of thing. I'd agree with you. Until you have schools that have been told that the curriculum needs to include some of the rhetoric. You know? Yeah, that's a whole debate too. School legislation in school is not how you raise children. You raise children by being a parent, by talking to them and guiding them and teaching them how to be good adults, kind people, respectful, strong, determined, independent, self-sufficient. That is how you raise kids. Sending them to school and saying, school will tell you. Don't worry, school will tell you. And I need it. At all. Legislation is, you know, parents aren't there just to provide a house and food and, like, make sure you get to the bus on time. They're the community. They're the backbone of everything. The parents, the family unit, the community, the locality has been lost in recent years, decades, has slowly fell apart to where people look outside of their communities and their family for all of the validation that they need and want, instead of people encouraging each other to be there for their families. People dip their nose into things that are none of their damn business. Situations they know nothing about, that they have no history, education, or understanding or context, and people pop off and give comments, and then people like those comments because, oh, it sounds good. That sounds great. Sounds smart. Oh, let's do that. And they're not right at all. And when you try to tell them that they're incorrect, they get mad because, well, what I think is what I think, and that's just how it is. Okay. Okay. I just think we've gone a bad direction, and I'm hoping that people will focus locally again and stop sticking their nose into things that is none of their damn business. Is it my business who is inheriting the crown of some country I've never heard of? No. Do people jump in on those posts on whatever platform and give their comment on who should and shouldn't with no context or understanding? Of course they do, because they can. Would they rather comment on something that has nothing to do with them than just stop for 5 minutes and fix something near them? Probably. It's a distraction. It's escapism. It sucks. And I'm guilty of it just as much as anyone. So here I am rambling. Ranting and rambling as I do. But I am going to get off here because, you know, you hit that moment. Maybe you guys don't, but I do. I hit this moment where I'm like, I hear myself talk. I'm like, I need to just stop. I think I'm done talking because I'm pissing myself off. So I'm going to leave it at that. I just want to say again, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being supportive. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just being you. And just know I truly and sincerely and honestly, and I know everyone says this all the time, and I know that they mean it, and I mean it too. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here with me and giving me the time of day. Wasting some of your time with me. And I hope it's entertaining. Honestly, I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope that I can bring more this year. That's gonna be fun, for good, bad, or indifferent. I might piss some some people off. I might not. But you guys let me know what you want to see. Let me know. Feedback is welcome, always. Queen of Green, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm just about to get off too. Thank you guys so much. I mean that. Like, I feel silly because it's like, I feel like it's not enough to just say thank you. But if you guys could understand how much I truly mean it, anyone that's been around for more than like an indefinite amount of time, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyone who's been around, especially since the early days, you understand how much this truly means to me and how I wanted to do this organically, without gimmicks, without trying not to do clickbait, and without transaction. I wanted to do it non-transactional so that I knew that the people that supported me actually were here for me, so that I could provide them, you know, with things they would want to see. I love you guys. It means the world to me. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go, I guess, cook. Yes. I might play Fortnite. I don't think I'll stream it. I don't know. I haven't decided. But I'll probably pay. I have to get my dailies done. And Godzilla whoops my ass, which is fun. Thank you, Queen of Green. That means a lot. I feel silly just saying, oh, thank you. Because, you know, it just sounds so empty. If you guys knew what I was putting behind it and how much I truly mean it, I think if I could somehow get that point across, I hope you guys know that. But I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here before I just keep saying the same thing 35,000 times. I've already said it like 4. But thanks for being here. I will see you next time. More stuff to come. I actually have stuff lined up. I think I have something lined up on the 28th. I have Call Me Crazy is should be Saturday. I don't think we're gonna skip it this time. Last time things just came up. I couldn't do anything about that. I think there's gonna be OG podcast coming, and don't remind me the competition. I gotta figure that one out. But there's a lot of stuff, and there's obviously Lee is volunteered, so there's one. As well as I do have, once the political stuff dies down a little bit, because everything's being flooded with content like that. Once it dies down a little bit, I might have some videos to post. So, ones that I've kind of worked on a little bit. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Enjoy your evening. I love you. Hit me up anytime. Hit me up on Instagram, Discord, YouTube. You know how to reach me. I will talk to you guys later. Go get some dinner or breakfast, depending on where it is. Love you.